Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. So lately I've been obsessed with this channel. It's Caleb Hammer, and basically he finds these millennials who are really bad with money, and then he just roasts them like right to their face. In fact, he's pretty brutal in the way he just nails in their mistakes. And this one, of course, is probably the worst of them all. It's just titled 23-year-old with more debt than anyone should ever have. So I can guarantee this one is going to be quite a doozy. As soon as you subscribe and hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, we are closing in on 1 million subscribers, which is unbelievable. So if you want to join the community, it would mean the world to me. Thank you so much. And now, this is more debt than anyone should ever have.
I'm currently a grad student at UT Austin.
Grad student? Does that grad student come with pay?
It does, yes.
Good. How old did you say you were again? What was your age?
23.
Oh, 23. How much do you make with that position?
About $2,100 a month.
$2,100 a month. You know, what's crazy is that the level of education it takes to get a graduate degree, it's absurd. Just how much dedication goes into that to then make $2,100 a month. And then depends on what sector you want to go in after that, but a lot of these careers just don't pay money. I don't get it. They charge so much to earn so little. And I think, you know, as a passion project or whatever, I mean, if that's where your heart desires to go, by all means. But it's also got to make financial sense. So paying like $200,000 in degrees to make $50,000 a year makes no sense to me, but we'll continue.
Right now, I believe that is before taxes, but I get about $10 taken out every month, just in case.
What?
I get like an extra $10 taken out for taxes for the end.
Okay, so $120
Yeah.
a year?
Yeah.
That wouldn't really cover any taxes.
What? $10 a month. Now here's the thing though. He's not earning really much money. So in fact, you know, for a single person with the standard deduction, if he's pulling in, let's just say $25,000 a year, before tax, he's able to take a $12,000 deduction. Then he's only really making $12,000. And at that tax rate, he's paying minimal taxes. I mean, very little. He probably qualify for quite a few subsidies on top of that.
What is your rent?
My rent is $950.
Okay, disgusting. So that's half gone.
Yep. That is correct.
What about utilities and everything?
Utilities add up to about $200 a month.
How is his utilities $200 a month on that place? Usually a lot of those apartments are included. Like they include water, usually electricity's on them, maybe gas is included. What is he paying $200 a month for? That seems like a lot.
For someone that has absolutely no money to survive and you spend over 50% of your income on rent and utilities, I have 5 pages of all X's, and these X's, I mean, there's like 2 on this entire page that is not X's, and every single one of those X's are like getting coffee, getting food.
Ooh, that is a lot. How is this guy must be subsidized some way. There's no way money is just appearing in his account. My guess is either debt or parents. That's it. Where does the money come from? It's gotta, where? My guess, well, obviously on this one, I'm going to take a stab at credit card debt.
How are you possibly affording this?
College loans, baby.
No, but that doesn't make sense. You're getting paid to be there, now you're taking out debt so you can go get coffee?
Coffee and food, mainly.
What are you taking out?
This semester I took about $5,000 or $6,000.
Dude!
What? $6,000 loan? That's awful. The thing is, it's like living off of $2,100 a month in Austin. It's an expensive city. I think it might be doable. It's doable if he really scrapes by. Just a few years, doing the bare minimum, getting a bike, getting a degree, working. But the spending habits are horrible.
You don't have to do all this stuff. You don't have to do all this stuff. Why take out debt so you can do all this Joe's Coffee and Assos.com and Raising Cane's?
Joe's Coffee, $9. When is this? Target, $14. Raising Cane's. Good food, $10 though. Snarf's Austin, wow. Spending a lot of money on coffee. It's because $100 a month on coffee.
Joe's Coffee, Jerry's, Joanne Stores, Oilkin Harry's, 405 Colorado, Asian Express, P. Terry's, Insomnia Cookies, Bird.
What is he buying? It's so much of it. Look, it's all in the same day. Just a whole bunch of little things just throughout the day. And these Apple bills seem like he's playing a game. He's just bored on his phone, just charging up loans, basically.
McDonald's. Oh my goodness, this is so much. Lime.
You don't have
Lucky
to go through all
Lab.
of it.
No, look at all this.
It almost makes you want to fast forward through this, but like this is it. This is the problem. So much money just being wasted. And this is someone who has like $900, $800 left over every month after rent. $800 left over to pay everything else beyond rent. Actually less, $600 after utilities, not including anything else, not including like food, nothing. And it's just being spent right here.
Snarfs again, and Joe's Coffee, and O Campus Cafe, and Bird, Disney Plus.
Why is he spending $7 on Lucky's Lab Coffee? Actually, it looks like 2 purchases on the same day. 2 purchases at the coffee shop.
Let me guess. The private undergrad was not paid for, was it?
It half was.
Half was. That's fantastic.
Yeah, because of the scholarship.
And the other half?
It wasn't paid for.
How much debt is there?
We don't need to talk about that.
We do. We very much do. How much debt is there?
30,000.
Okay, that's not insane. That's not insane.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I was expecting like $100,000 or $200,000. 30,000. He could crawl out of that. Give that a year or two. If he has a good salary, if he's diligent about his savings and his finances, he could get out of that one.
Do you have Credit Karma on your phone?
Yes, I do actually.
Open it. Take a little peek.
I think I do. I have that or Mint or both.
674, but it's gone up since.
Wow, 674. But you know what? Again, that one could be worse. I was expecting in the 500s, which just means he's bad. But you know what 674 tells me? He's got either really high balances on his credit or he's missed a few payments. Chances are, it seems like he's just maxing out his credit cards.
Payment history 98%. What? That's terrible. Late payment, you missed a Discover or something.
What did I say? You missed a payment or two, plus high balances, so that's it.
Then some of these are accruing interest. The 2,209 is negative 10% paid off.
Yeah, so he's running up these balances. It sounds like he's just making the minimum payments. So if he, let's just say, has $5,000 in credit card debt, they're probably charging him 20% in interest, give or take, maybe 18%. And he's just paying off the minimum, which is, I don't know, maybe $100 a month just to get him by. But he's able to charge up $1,000 and then just pay $50 a month and then just amortize it over the cost of, I don't know, his lifetime.
Some of the pace ones were through the school.
Borrowed from the school, so like,
Yeah.
do you know the interest rates on these, dude?
That I do not yet.
That's crazy how someone could borrow money but not know the interest they're paying. That's just, why? Why would you not just know? I feel like everyone should know this. This is why we have failed in schools. They should be teaching this in middle school, in high school, anything beyond. It's just like a basic life, how-to life class. That's all you have to do. It's just like a common sense class. Just don't be stupid. Just ask what your interest rate is. Don't spend more money than you have. If you have $100 in your bank account, you cannot spend more than that. The buck stops there. But people need to be teaching this stuff. And if it's not parents, it's schools. They should be responsible for this.
This is one of the worst financial situations we've viewed in a long time.
You're welcome.
Yes. I feel bad. This is going to take a lot of work to get out of.
Oh, man, way to rub it in, though. Man, like, no, there's not a single word of encouragement here. Maybe it's here somewhere. Maybe it's towards the end. But so far, this is just like beaten. This guy's going to be left so discouraged afterwards.
I'm going hard because you have just been living life like this doesn't matter, and you need to be awoken to the disaster you've gotten yourself in. I'm trying to... 23% interest on this death of debt.
Wow, 23% in interest. Listen, at that level, he should think that anything he buys that's not paying down the debt is 23% more expensive because he's just paying that on the debt. So if he spends $100, he's really spending $123 because he has to blow another $20 to the credit card companies.
You cannot use credit cards. You are not a credit card person. What I would do, non-official financial advice, if I were in your shoes right now, today, in your pocket, I would pull out those credit cards and I would chop them up. I would put them in a pit. I would light them on fire.
He's perfect for Dave Ramsey. Seriously, like this kid is Dave Ramsey's audience who needs to hear the light of just debit. Listen, I am against debit cards. Like, I think everyone should have a good credit card, build their credit history. This guy, though, no. He doesn't get the credit. He gets the debit cards. he has to learn what it's like to budget first before he graduates on to borrowing other people's money.
Just mainly classes Monday through Friday. My day is usually ending around 5 p.m. and that's not including homework. And then basically going home, getting food, bringing my car back, and then
Making food, yeah.
that's what I meant. Bringing my car back and then doing all the homework there, going back home, eating one more time, and then going to bed.
Listen, that's the lifestyle he has to live, though. I mean, you gotta go through it. You just gotta suck it up, do that for a few years, get through it. The thing is, like, my philosophy is that no one expects you in your 20s to have anything anyway. It's socially acceptable to be broke throughout your 20s. It's expected. If you actually, I'll take that back. If you have money in your 20s, that's like abnormal. That's weird. So I think your 20s are a time where you could really buckle down, be as frugal as you can, live on the bare minimum. No one's gonna bat an eye at that. Like, try doing that when you're 45. People are like, oh, what's this guy doing? When you're 20, it's like, oh yeah, no, he's 20, 25. That doesn't matter what it is. 20s are the age where you could get away with it, so you may as well.
So classes are from what, 9 to 5? No breaks in between the classes?
I have about an hour or two in between classes.
Okay, try to get all the homework done during that time. As much as possible.
I was going to say there is...
No. As much as possible.
Yeah.
As much as possible. I mean, I know grad school takes a lot of time. But if you're real about this and you actually want a better financial future, you need to squeeze in a second job.
Okay.
It's so surprising to me how difficult it is for some people to budget. I mean, my thinking is that it's just adding and subtracting. It's like really basic math. If you make $2,000 a month, how do you just not spend more than that? $2,000, subtract the $950, that leaves you with X amount, and then just keep doing it by that. Like, ideally, you budget. I don't know why it's hard.
Balance between necessities and wants. It was like 1% wants, or needs, 1% needs. So that leaves you with, after taxes, $235 a month.
See, that's how much he has to spend. But even that $235, if he gets a part-time job, even able to earn like another few $100s a month, like just that's it. Get that to $600 a month. That is how much he could do. Put half of it towards the debt, and then the other half just, buying the essentials. But this is really it. That's how much he has to live off.
What's the answer in between those? You know what's required, and you know what you're willing to do. So what then?
Then maybe I need to make those adjustments and actually listen and not go to coffee every day, not get food every day.
I don't know. That doesn't sound convincing to me. That sounds like he knows what he has to do, but he's not going to do it. I think for him it's easier just to imagine it doesn't exist, or it'll get better, or something will change, and that's what I think. It seems like he'll cut back a little bit for a while and then go right back to it. So overall, you know what, I gotta say, I love Caleb's advice. Let me know what you guys think of this situation down below in the comment section. I do my best to read as many comments as I possibly can. I also do my best to respond. So if you're watching right here, if you wanna leave a comment, that would be awesome. I'll do my best to say hi. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe. And also, if you want a free stock that's worth all the way up to $1,000, you could claim that down below in the description with our sponsor, public.com. All you gotta do is use the code GRAHAM and make a deposit, and that's it. Plus, they're coming out with treasuries pretty soon, so you'll be able to buy them directly from the app. It makes it extremely simple. So again, that offer's down below in the description. You may as well do it. Enjoy. Thank you so much, and until next time.